Good morning, folks. I thought that I was going to do a live video this morning, but I opted not to. I'm just going to share with you a little bit of what I've been up to this weekend since I did the video on Saturday morning. And boy, that was a tough job. Digging out that irrigation line was really a task. But yesterday I was able to put down the bark. And I got to tell you, I really am happy with the decision to go with the bark, and in particular the bark that I chose. They have different types. They've got like really fine shredded bark and big bark and small bark and medium bark and red bark and all that kind of stuff. But I opted for a really nice bark, and I woke up this morning and I thought, instead of going to the gym, I've been procrastinating as far as getting my corn down, or corn in, I guess, down in. But I've been procrastinating with that, and I thought I would just share with you the process that I'm going through to do that. And you can see we got a lot of rain yesterday. I mean, it was just a quick downpour, and you can see the grass is still kind of soaked, but we must have got a good inch or two in about 10 or 15 minutes, and this bark just held up really nice. You can see that's the size of the bark that I went with. But anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to be planting the rear of the garden, and I got this fabric, this weed block from Costco. And you can see it right there. So I actually laid this down. I was debating whether I wanted to do that or not. But I laid it down, and now I've got to go ahead and plant the corn. And the corn that I'm going to be planting, it's this right here. It's a bicolor hybrid double sweet and tasty and exceptional bicolor corn. And it'll mature in 78 days, which is just under 3 months. So sometime in August I'll be having this. And it says to plant it an inch deep and 24 to 36 inches between rows, and distance between plants 12 to 18 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and plant out my corn right back here. And what I will do is actually just put down the corn in the rows and columns, and then I'm going to take a little utility knife and just cut a nice cross in there, and then plant the seeds. I've also got these containers right here. You see, so these are fabric containers, soft containers, if you will. I don't know what they're made out of, but they look really durable. And I'm going to get some more soil and put the soil in there, or fill those to the top, I should say. I don't know what I'm going to plant in those. I'm going to have to be conscientious of the pattern of the sun and all that type of stuff. But and for those of you wondering about irrigation, somewhere in that back corner is the incoming supply line of water from the canal. That's what we use to water our landscape. So there's 2 valves back there that control the sprinklers in the rear of that part of the house. And then there's a supply line that comes off of there, and it comes somewhere up along the back, and then it comes somewhere up through here into the front of the house to control the rest of the sprinklers. So hopefully what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to find that supply line without too much effort, and then just tap into it. I'll run a T and then bring a line right over here, and I'll have a nice valve box right there. And then from there I can add my valves to water the garden. So it's a nice what a joy it is to have this garden. All right, I gotta get my corn in. This is one of those things that you say to yourself, boy, I hope I'm doing this right. And I I say that. The plants, they say to put about 12 to 18 inches between the plants. So I ran the tape measure down the length of the rear of this. And I put a seed every 12 inches. So now I'm going to go ahead and plant those. And then once those are planted, then I will then I'll come and do the next row, I guess. I don't know, row column. But anyway, I hope it works out. All right, well, this may be boring as heck to some of you. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting a nice cross, if you will, right here in the fabric, and that'll allow a corn stalk to come out of the ground. I was going to drill a little hole through this, but that didn't seem like the best of ideas. So I'm just cutting my my slits and then planting the corn, and it shouldn't take me all that long to do. Well, I got the corn planted, and it wasn't too difficult. And to count the rows, so the corn stalks are going to be 1 inch apart, and then the rows are 2 feet apart. So with that being said, I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 33 and 4 over in that area, 37. So I'll have 37 plants, God willing. And now the next step, you know, I was thinking that Olaf, if you're watching this video, you sent me those beautiful sunflower seeds. I think they're Russian, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm going to try to find those. I set them aside somewhere, and I'm still looking for them, but I'm going to put the sunflowers right along the back row, maybe kind of spacing them, you know, with these planters. But we'll see how that goes. Now the next step is to next step's going to be fun. It's the straw. So you've heard, you know, that's the last straw. Well, this is the last step, is to put down the straw. And I bought a roll of straw. That's right, a roll. I bought a roll of straw. It's 8 feet by 8 feet by or 4 feet. I'm not sure. It's 100 feet by 4 feet, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to put that down here next. Well, here's the straw. 50 feet roll at 4 feet. So this distance across here is about 20 feet. So this should more than give me enough straw to cover this. And boy, you know, I was just thinking, you know, all the times when I was a little kid and my mother used to say, "Tommy, that's the last straw. You're grounded." I could have said, "No, Mom, I got a whole roll of straw. It's not the last straw." But anyway, let's get this down. Well, I'm sure there's people out there that are as curious as I as how do you roll straw? And you see they've got this real fine netting right here. And there you go. It's just a matter, I think, you know, you've heard roll out the red carpet. Well, roll out the straw. Roll out the straw carpet. Look at that. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'll be darned. Isn't that something? So hopefully I'll have enough here. I should. 100 feet. That's 80 square feet going across. Look at that. Wow. I'll be darned. It looks good. Now all I need is a goat and some chickens. I don't think I'll get a cow. That would do too much damage to the lawn. Goat and chickens might be okay though. Well, look at that. I've got the straw and some to spare. Isn't that beautiful? Oh boy. You know, I gotta tell you, a lot of work went into this. You know, filling these beds, assembling the beds, digging out the irrigation, rototilling, all that type of stuff. You know, a lot of work. But at the end of the day, you know, when I'm sitting out here and just looking at all the beautiful vegetables and flowers, you know, I won't be thinking about all that hard work. I'll be thinking about the fruits and the vegetables of my labor. Isn't that beautiful? All right, and look what I found. Look at this. There you go. Olaf, I found the sunflowers. Easy to handle, easy to see, so easy. Sunflower, Mammoth Russian. Isn't that something? So I'm going to plant these all along the border here of the garden, and they take about 2 weeks to germinate, about 90 days to blossom. So right around September, Labor Day is going to be nice, and they'll grow up to 12 feet high. And you want to space them out about 18 to 24 inches. So I'm going to get those in the ground. Well, we're going to have 14. Hopefully we're going to have 14 of these Mammoth Russian sunflowers. And you know, it's interesting, as I opened up the pack of these sunflowers, they're actually purple in color. Look at the, if you can even see that, but sunflowers are actually, get one out. Look at that. I don't know if those are dyed or just their natural color, but regardless, I'm going to get those in the ground and then get on with the day. Well, time to get on with the day, and in doing so, I'll share just a couple quick things with you. You know, I saw this pepper. I had this space in this bed, and I was wondering what I was going to put in it. And then I went down to the store yesterday, and I saw this, roasted red peppers. Boy, wouldn't that be something nice to prepare up, and then, I could bottle those or pickle them or preserve them or whatever the heck it calls. So I've got a whole, there's what, five pepper plants right here along this row. And I gotta tell you, it's really coming along. Look at the spinach, this New Zealand spinach. Boy, I'll probably be having some of that before too long. And a lot of the stuff is coming up really well. Still kind of waiting on the carrots over there, but it's coming up. Strawberries are doing exceptionally well. Look at that. I'll be having those strawberries with my oatmeal here before too long. And then here's yet some more strawberries. And the potatoes. Potatoes are kind of slow in coming out. I planted quite a few of them, but right now I've got three of these potato plants that have come up, and hopefully we'll see some more coming out of breaking the ground along this row here. So we will see, as the saying goes. You're supposed to cover or build a mound up around the potatoes as they grow, so that'll be an interesting thing to see. But anyway, so the corn is down, or the corn is in, and the sunflowers are right along the perimeter, just as I had envisioned in my mind. So with that being said, time to get on with the day. You know, before I forget, I took the time yesterday to clean out the she shed, which I have just kind of been throwing stuff in there, and it was getting all cluttered. And now I got to figure out what to do with this. I'll probably start by getting some type of a carpet down in here. I'll put a nice carpet in, and then I got to put in maybe a chair with an ottoman, little table right here, a side table right there maybe, and gotta have a desk, you know, have a nice desk, and then have a television. But you know, when I do the Airbnb, you know, this could be a space for my guest to come out and watch some TV or or read or do whatever ever they wish in here. Well, not whatever they wish in here. I got to keep some control. But anyway, all right, folks, have a beautiful day, and thanks for letting me share this with you. I really appreciate the opportunity to share this with you folks. Have a great day.